Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. If you can hear me okay, please comment, let me know. Oh yeah, all right. Major Zero's in the house. Man, if you guys haven't checked out Major Zero's channel and you want to see the real Santa Claus on YouTube, go check his channel out. It is the best Santa ever because it's the real one. That's what he told me. So we got a great show for you tonight. As you guys know, we're doing Advent, which is super exciting. And what I love to do is get together once a week with our Patreon members who have calendars and taste these, at least one of the samples blind, and see what they think. Tonight's sample or bottle was submitted from a longtime Patreon member and now great friend of mine, Mike Booth. So Mike's going to join us as well tonight. So I'm excited for you guys to taste the bottle he submitted. Wanted to kind of give you guys some house cleaning items real fast before we bring on some Patreon members, and then I'll say hey to you in the chat. So if you guys want to say hey, go ahead, say hey in the chat, and we'll get going on this tonight. Like I said, today's day 7. We'll go over what we tasted day 1 through 6. For those of you in Patreon, I've been slacking as far as Discord. We got Discord set up a while ago. And then, as you guys know, my wife had cancer and we dealt with all that. And then after she recovered from that, we started Barrels for Hope, our non-for-profit organization. And then I kind of I didn't do much in Discord. Barrels for Hope kind of forced me to learn how to use Discord. And so we've got that set up now. And we've got, there's a page there if you guys want to, swap bottles or trade bottles or buy bottles. There's pages for introductions, events we're going to have, possible barrel picks we're going to have, stuff like that. So if you guys want to join Discord, you're a Patreon member, I posted that link in our Patreon today. Also, we got incredible news this week that, we started, it was almost a year ago, almost exactly a year ago. I think December 14th was the day I called Josh from Stuff and Whiskey and talked to him about this idea I had for a non-for-profit organization where we do a barrel club and all proceeds go back to charity. Yesterday we received our notification from the IRS that we are officially approved for our 501c3. So we are officially a charity organization, which is just amazing news. It happened on repeal day nonetheless, which is kind of ironic. But yeah, that was really cool news. So thank you guys to all of you that not only support the channel, but support Barrels for Hope. I think everybody's really enjoying it, and we're doing some awesome things. Our year-end event, it's going to have Fred Minnick there. We're crushing it with Barrels for Hope. And we're going to be able to help a lot of people. So very, very cool. Still Austin. Let me show you guys. Our Still Austin pick came in for Barrels for Hope. So I'm going to have some of that tonight, but she is awesome, man. 116 proof. Man, this bottle is fantastic. I can't wait for you guys in Barrels for Hope to try this one. Right now I'm sipping on a little A1 1792 bottled and bond pick we called it grape soda because it tastes exactly like grape soda. But we just got that, and we picked this over a year ago and it just came in. So, and then here's day 7 for the Advent calendar. We'll be trying that tonight. But before we do that, before we get into that, let's bring some of our well, let me tell you guys what we tasted first, and then we'll bring our Patreon members on. I gotta hide this. Day one was Weller Foolproof, and you guys, Ed came down. We did a live stream. Ed and I definitely got off the rails that night. We were about 2 pours from it being really bad, but man, what a great time. That's the best thing about this whiskey channel, is getting to know people like Ed, Brad, and Mike that I've just became really good friends with. But that Weller Foolproof was a really good pick. We did Holiday Soft Red Wheat Bottled in Bond. I actually saw, I think that was in Jason with Mash and Drums channel. He didn't like that at all. So I wonder how much batch variance there is, because I didn't think it was that crafty, but he was tasting it blind and he thought it was, and I'm pretty sensitive to that. So I'm curious how much batch variation there is. I thought the pick we had, or the Bottled in Bond that I put in there, wasn't that crafty. Wasn't very complex, but I thought it was pretty good. We did Hard Truth Sipes, which was double oaked and then smoked. So what they do there, they have a smokehouse and they run a pipe in through the bunghole and put smoke in there. And it gives it more like a barbecue smoke flavor, not like a scotchy taste. So I thought that was really good. On day 4, we had J. Henry. I think it was like a 4-year, which I had heard good things about, and it was straight awful. I bought that bottle because I was like, oh, this will be cool. It's something different from Wisconsin. Nancy Fraley's name's behind it. I've heard lots of good things. I think it'll be good. Man, that sucker was crafty and just not very good. And then I don't want to say what's on day 5, day 6, or day 7, because Ed's getting ready to come on and he has not tried day 5, 6, or 7 yet. So let's bring everybody on here and get this party started, and then I'll say what's up to everybody. So, hey, what's up, Ed?
What's going on, Lance?
How are you, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Did you recover from our weekend?
Took me till about Wednesday, but yeah, I did.
hey,
no,
there was
fun.
no puking. I thought we did pretty good.
Oh, we kept it within the lines, but we got off the rails. That's for damn sure.
We did get off the rails.
Yeah, off the rails. But
yeah, well, hey man, I know I've told you, but thanks for coming down. It was awesome. I had so much fun. Every time you're around, I laugh my ass off. So
awesome, dude. Me too. I have a great time.
All right, let's bring Brad on in here. What's up, Alabama?
Hey guys. It's always nice to join you, and especially when I hear Lance say bunghole on the
Put it right in the bunghole.
This thing's already off the rails.
It's always off the rails when Brad joins in.
Right.
All right, let's bring the man of the hour in. Let's bring Mike, for donated the bottle tonight. What's up, Mike?
What's up? Hey, I changed to my phone. My laptop's old, so that's probably why I had a delay.
Oh yeah, no delay now, man. You're good.
All right, cool. You can hear me well, all right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Absolutely.
How y'all doing?
Good.
Awesome.
So tell me, guys, what have you thought about the Advent calendar so far? Through
Wild
6
ride,
days?
man. Wild ride. Love it.
So I felt like in past years I was getting a little predictable. So I thought this year I would try to throw you guys off with some stuff. So
I like the variety that you've done so far. We've been all over the board, and it's still early yet, and so it's just I look forward each time to getting something different.
What's been the favorite pour so far? I mean, besides Weller Foolproof, we know that's probably everybody's.
I was really shocked by the Holiday.
What'd you think of it, Mike?
I really, really liked it. The notes, what I try to do is to taste it, nose it, and try to form my own opinion, and then I'll turn your videos on.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
And honestly, my wife can attest to this. She was sitting right next to me. She watches all the videos with me, not by choice.
Yeah. No, I apologize.
But she can attest that every single note you said, like the red fruit, like strawberries and stuff like that, different things about that whiskey were exactly what you were saying, and it was so good. The reason I think Jason doesn't like it as much is he even says he's not a wheat guy.
Okay. He's just kind of wheat kind of hits his palate wrong. Huh?
Yeah, he's got a funk and he doesn't like it. But yeah, I that was one of my favorite pours as far as like the craft type distilleries that are really, especially lately, have been just booming.
Yeah, and a lot of them, you guys know me, but I don't like a lot of those craft distilleries if I get those kind of notes. And I didn't get any craft notes in Ben Holiday. I didn't think it was all that complex, but it was really concentrated for the proof and good viscosity and good flavors that were there. It might have been a little grainy, but I mean, Jason in his review is like, this, whatever I'm drinking is pretty grainy and tastes young. I wonder how much difference there is between batches, or if he just picked up on that and hates wheat.
I would have expected that from you, Lance, because I mean, you despise that crafty note, and I understand that. But I didn't get very much of it. I got a little bit, but I didn't get a lot of it. I like overall. I thought it was a nice pour.
Yeah, because I think wasn't it 5 or 6 years? I think it might have even been 6-year bottled in bond.
I think so. I think 5.
Was it 5?
I think so. I think that's what we read. I was pleasantly surprised with the Sipes
right
double, because when I first tasted that, when they first put that out down at Hard Truth, I was like, oh my God, this tastes like a freaking scotch. It sucks. It's terrible. I hated it. But it didn't have the medicinal Band-Aid smoke taste. It had that almost like mocha, and that barbecue. So far it's been my favorite, although I'm into 6, and 6 is banging. I like it.
I knew you would like 6.
6 is banging, man. 6 is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of notes do you get on 6? And I'll tell you what it is.
I get a little oak, a little tobacco, honey.
Yeah, I got honey.
Maybe like a light brown sugar.
You get any nuttiness on 6?
Honey roasted, like honey roasted, like more like cashews rather than peanuts. Kind of a honey roasted cashew sort of flavor. That's tasty. That's good.
That's been my favorite, with the exception of number 1. Yesterday's was my favorite.
The Yellowstone, or that's what it is, Ed. Yellowstone.
Yep.
I was going to try to make that more dramatic, but I'm an idiot.
Is it the barrel picks? A Yellowstone?
Yeah, that was the 2020, our first whiskey mash. That was the Yellowstone pick we did there, and that's Stephen Beam, so that's he's probably using a lot of the same recipes that Beam family's using. So I always get nuttiness in some of those Yellowstones. Sometimes we talked about in the green room, sometimes those can be a little too earthy for me, but when we're doing the picks with A1, it's pretty easy to not pick those barrels. And I always think those Yellowstone barrels are great. Sorry, go ahead, Ed.
Oh, I said I haven't had a bad one yet on those, those single barrel Yellowstones. They're all really, really good.
Yeah, the Sipes you were talking about, that's like a $35 bottle. It's
I know.
It's cheap.
And if you are looking for something off profile, you want something a little bit different, give it a shot, man. That stuff is good.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's that's one it's always weird when you go to Hard Truth, because some of the stuff they distill and bottle and all that is theirs, but some of it they got from MGP. So like the Sipes is all MGP, 4-year MGP. That's they've proofed down and then done some cool experimental stuff. Like you can buy the ones in the store that they finished in rum barrels, which I've never had, but
I haven't had those either.
Yeah, our Meyer has them and they're like $30. Yeah, they're cheap.
Nice.
Let me get to some of the comments here, and if you guys want, actually, let's go ahead and pour for this day 7 if you guys
Oh,
want.
what was 5?
Oh, 5 was
Awful.
Oh no, wait. You said see, I'm such an idiot. You said day 6. You were talking about day 6, not 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
5's Yellowstone.
5's Yellowstone. 5's
Huh?
Yellowstone.
All right.
Yeah. So
Mixed up too.
aren't you guys worried that I bottled these myself?
I'm kind of nervous now.
You should
You
be.
got my 5 and 6 mixed up.
Okay, you're
None,
gonna be
none of those are in order.
yeah, you're gonna be excited about what day 6 was then. If that was your favorite pour. That day
Yeah.
6 was Barrel Foundation.
Oh yeah.
Dude. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
that thing for $50. Come on.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, I mean, and it kind of sticks to Barrel's DNA. It kind of tastes like a Barrel product. But yeah, I mean, it's a great first release for them. I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're doing some fabulous stuff over there, man.
And when you see that they're typically, their stuff's always good and it's always 100 plus. When you see a $50 bottle, you're like, oh, well, I got to grab it because it's probably going to be good.
Yeah.
And if you have patience and you have a Total Wine around you anywhere, wait like 6 months because the latest batch release goes to $79.95 every time. And
Yeah, that's true.
It's on the shelf.
And they sit. And that 35, we had that 35 on one of those live streams, and it killed.
Mm-hmm.
Killed.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I think one of the things that they kind of suffer from is being right on that price point for a lot of people where they're not willing to risk it.
Right.
However, the last 5 or 6 I've had were all worth the risk. So I may start just picking up every one.
Yeah. Yeah. They send them to me, so I don't have to pick them up. But
what a dick!
that was a dick thing to say.
Bad. Humble brag.
Oh,
even when I've given some of their stuff bad reviews, and they still send me stuff.
They still keep sending.
That
looks like we did all right for Philip on our Still Austin pick.
Yeah, I came home to 2 bottles. Nice. Awesome, man. I hope you like them. Crack them open tonight. Let me know what you think. They're good, man. I'm going to pour some of that later. So, all right. Let's pour day 7. Sorry about that, Ed. Man, I am just I'm really, really failing here, aren't I?
She's a dark one, Mike. Ooh.
Nice nose.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lance, you haven't had this one yet, have you?
No, I haven't. I mean, I know what we're drinking, but
okay,
I've not had it. It's very honey and fruity.
Yeah, I got a case of this.
Oh,
really?
Man.
Just like Mike.
While we taste this, I'll go through some of these comments.
Mm-hmm.
Tater Dan's in the house. What's up, buddy? Cheers. Dan S. Gary's in the house. Gary, you just hop on, man. Hop on and taste these with us, buddy.
Ooh, man.
Oh, Ed Young says that Still Austin is fire. He got into his. Bud, he was at the packing party helping us. So thank you, Bud. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a nice long finish to it.
Boy, no kidding. It's got a little proof to it too. It's got a little proof.
It's kind of weird for me. I don't know if it's just because I came off this bottle of 1792, but it's tasting weird.
Well, yeah, you're drinking grape juice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I forgot what does this have an age on it?
Yes, 6 years.
Okay.
Really? I would have guessed older.
Wow, I'm looking at the mash bill, Mike.
Yeah.
I mean, on my first 2 sips, I would have thought the rye content was a lot higher than it is.
I know, me too.
It's kind of odd. That last sip I had just a hint of bitter on the back end for me.
Yeah, it did have a little bitterness to me.
Yeah.
I'm not getting the bitter, but it's a little on the hot side. It's got some proof to it. What I'd say it's 120 plus.
That fruitiness is coming off peachy to me now. On third sip, it's starting to turn a little like peach pie.
Yeah, I do understand the a little bit of bitterness. I get a tiny bit towards the back, but not something that, I mean, I don't mind it. Like for me, for my palate,
it's not off-putting. It's not off-putting. No, it's just a little bit at the end, though.
Now you got the power of suggestion, Lance. Now I am getting that peachy.
Takes some little peach.
Yep.
Mike, when you guys did this, did anyone pick up peach?
So, and I kind of want to tell you this, but I don't want to spoil it because it might give it away.
Yeah,
so yeah, I'll have to wait.
The nose, I really like the nose on it.
Yeah,
I love the nose. The nose is fantastic.
The nose is like that fruit cocktail syrupy kind of thing.
But no, to answer, no, I don't think anyone said peach.
I get a lot of honey up front.
Yeah, a lot of honey.
Yeah,
a lot of honey. That bitterness is starting to go away the more I drink it, and it's starting to it's really sweet on the front of the palate. Terry, I've liked them all. My least favorite was a hard truth. I don't like the smoke flavor. Yeah, that makes sense if you don't like smoke. That wasn't a scotchy smoke to me though. That was like a barbecue smoke for me. Didn't have that like Band-Aid medicinal thing going on that scotch has sometimes.
Right.
Yeah, this one's got a little bit of complexity to it. It changes quite a bit. I mean, from the nose to the front of the palate, when you first sip to a nice finish, it changes.
It's getting much, much better. The first couple of sips, I wasn't sure I liked it, and I didn't know how to break it to you, Mike, but I'm starting to love it. I'm starting to love it now, though. It's really becoming like fruit bomb.
Yeah,
I wish I had more of it now that I'm sipping it more, Lance.
it hangs around, boy. I'll tell you,
it does.
Yeah,
it's
that's why I say I like spice. I don't know if it's proof spice but I would think that this was higher rye content. It's prickly on the tongue.
Oh yeah. I get like the dry cinnamon, like the actual cinnamon spice finish. That's what the finish is, like cinnamon, like allspice kind of. It's a drying, spicy finish, and it's pleasant. It's nice.
I can see that, yeah, and I think on the end of that finish, it settles out into a little bit of an oaky flavor, a little bit for me.
Yep.
This is a wild ride for me because at first this was bitter and sharp and spicy, and now it's like fruity and syrupy and perfectly well rounded.
That's coming off that 1792 though. I mean, man.
Yeah, it must.
That thing's crazy.
Well, Ed, I agree with you on what you said about the age. I would have guessed it was maybe 8 years.
Oh yeah,
possibly.
When I looked at it too,
after a few sips,
it was dark. I'm like, "Ooh, this is a dark one. This baby's probably."
And this thing's like peachy and vanilla custard to me. It is. It's got a nice vanilla note to it.
Well, I'm glad at least 3 people with an advent calendar like it.
Yeah, this is perfect advent calendar for right here.
It really is.
Says hit that thumbs up. Yeah, please. All 13 of you. I better have 13 thumbs up. That's the thing about Advent, man. Like when you're doing Advent, you're really doing it for your Patreon members. I mean, because they're the lowest viewed videos you'll ever have.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of tanks the channel for a little bit, but it's well worth it. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. Oh, Taylor Folds. Taylor Folds a new Patreon member. So welcome, Taylor.
Hey, Taylor.
Cheers, Taylor.
Yeah. Cheers, buddy. If you want to come on sometime, you let us know, man. He said I'll have to add your store picks to the hunting list. Yeah, man. We don't do a lot for the for Whiskey Tornado. We probably will though. I have to talk to Narav. But we do them for Barrels for Hope. If we do more for Whiskey Tornado, I just have to make sure that we have enough people to help get the shipping out like we're doing with Barrels for Hope, because we're on it now. We got those things out quick.
Yeah, I was only there for like an hour and 10 minutes. We had it packed up and out the door.
Yep.
I'm taking smaller sips of this as I go because I want to savor it.
Yeah.
What do you guys think price wise? I mean, are you guys what would you pay for this?
That's a 70, 75 bucks. That's about where I'm thinking.
Okay.
I would say possibly 100.
I can't. I mean, I already know. So
yeah.
You want me to tell them what it is?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, guys. Let's see.
Camera 1, camera 2. Where's the producer?
She's watching TV. Damn it! I got to do everything myself. All right, here's what you guys are drinking.
What?
Bardstown Single Barrel.
Really?
Nice. Okay.
Well, thanks, Mike.
Yeah, very much so, Mike. That's a great pour.
And that is, I think you guys, hold on. Let me see if I can get it focused here. It is 6 years, 110 proof. And the mash bill 75, 15, 10.
Wow. I would have guessed easily in the 30-ish range for rye, for sure.
I know, right?
Oh, yeah.
It drinks like a high rye bourbon, for sure.
What's the proof?
The proof is 110.
Wow.
So, Mike, tell us about the pick, man. Tell us about Eskimo Bros Barrel Club.
So Eskimo Bros it started out as a my buddy who owns it, Brock, he owns a couple stores here in Sarasota, Florida, where I live. One has a speakeasy. If anyone's ever in town, Dive Wine and Spirits, it's awesome. I'm actually going to be there Saturday helping him out. Anyways, it started as an ice company at Eskimo Bros Ice, which made sense. Now he turned it into the Barrel Club when he bought the liquor stores. So the Barrel Club is called Eskimo Bros Liquor Store, Eskimo Bros Barrel Club, and we do, tons of picks. I was on a pick with them in August, and we did probably 10 picks on that trip. It's just a bunch of guys who are into bourbon, and obviously we have the store. But in Sarasota, we're kind of like the go-to whiskey, tequila, and rum. We are the Florida Rum Society, so we do a lot with rum, which means, cool. Sometimes we get access to a lot of cooler picks with, like, we just did a Willet pick. And it was a 10-year, 11-month Willet pick. And that was fantastic. But
yeah, thanks for the email.
Hey, listen, I don't worry, you guys got some stuff coming. But anyways,
I'm teasing you.
No, seriously. But yeah, so honestly, I think last time I was there, I was talking to Brett, and he said he's got some of our store picks that we've done. We do quite a bit. I mean, obviously we have probably 50 Starlight picks, but tons of just picks like that. But the story about this pick was we got it probably about 3 or 4 months ago. We picked it 3 years ago, but they would not let anything younger than 6 years come out of the distillery.
Oh, wow.
So when we said, okay, we like this barrel, when it finally reached the age that they were willing to let it go, they sent us some samples and we tried them and they sent them to us. And we agreed, okay, yeah, we still want this one.
How much do you remember how much it changed, or did it change much?
I mean, yeah, I mean, a lot of the youthful notes came out of it, but it was always very sweet.
Okay.
So it's I thought it was cool because it was one of the first Bardstown. I mean, in this area, I think it's probably the only Bardstown store pick in the area. So it's something that I know a lot of you hear about, but I don't know. Obviously, I'm in Florida, so it's a little different than everyone else. But not everybody has the ability to get a Bardstown pick. A bottle of that. So I figured that something that people might enjoy on the calendar.
Heck yeah, man. I really appreciate you submitting it. That's awesome. So is there anything special that the pick team thought about that pick, or?
When it comes down to it, we only tried a few barrels, and that was the one that was the most unique.
Well, I've had a couple Bardstown picks now, and I haven't liked them, and that was
really?
the best one I've had. And I'm not just saying. I would tell you if it wasn't. But I haven't really liked them very much, but that was a really good one.
Yeah, good. I'm glad. That was the great. Then I know your expectations of what I sent you. You're probably like, oh shit.
I mean, I knew some of the stuff I was putting in the calendar. It would still be a great addition to the calendar, but I know plenty of people who love Bardstown picks, so I knew there'd be enough people. Everyone's palate's different, so I knew there'd be enough people that liked them. My experience with them wasn't anything negative other than they just came off kind of like the first notes I got, pretty sharp and bitter and a little bit youthful. And which that was coming off like at first, and then the more I drank it, I actually really loved it. It was really ended up being well-rounded, I thought, and sweet and fruity and vanilla custardy, and I really liked it. It was good.
Definitely getting sweeter and sweeter and sweeter the more sips I take. That dry cinnamon is kind of going away, and it's more of like a vanilla frosting, creamy notes.
Yeah,
that's a good one, Mike. Thanks.
I asked about the price because we had it at $65 a bottle.
Oh, that's a good price for that. That's a great price.
I'd give $65 for that in a minute.
So, I mean, I didn't know. I always like to gauge. So, Bardstown. I mean, just like their origin series, some of this stuff, it's at a price that's reasonable. Nowadays in the era of nothing is reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, that's a good. I wish Lance would go get some more out of the bunghole.
I can see what I can do.
Let's leave the bunghole alone.
I normally do.
Ed's heard that a time or two.
No.
If this conversation would have went on Friday night, there's no telling where I would have taken that just now. But
that would have, if that topic came up Friday night, we are definitely off YouTube. Definitely off for sure. Yeah,
I'd like to be a fly on the wall for that.
Well, no, it aired. I think I talked about cutting my toenails and some other stuff.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, he couldn't. Yeah, it got real.
Yeah,
everybody was all hot and bothered by my thick thighs, and
oh my, yeah, yeah. The Recliner Chronicles. There they were. The debut.
Yep. Yeah, that was the first time on the new set. It worked out great.
It was awesome.
Good.
Yep.
Yeah, it was fun.
We had the producer, camera 1, producer, camera 2.
Did you guys get your Still Austin barrels yet or bottles? Not yet.
Mine's sent to Missouri, so I'll get my stuff in December.
That's right.
Or well, and then Christmas when we go up.
Yeah, mine sent to a buddy in Tennessee, and
That's right.
I normally get them a few weeks afterwards. But I'm looking forward to it. I haven't had a bad one yet.
Yeah, it sounds like people really like them. So it's liking it.
There it is, right there.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
Nice. Did you try it yet?
No, dude, I brought it with me from the packing party. You did.
I know. I realized I said that as soon as I was just gonna see if you were gonna let me slide, but you
no.
didn't.
For a minute, I'm
Why you
like,
gotta be a dick?
What? He did fall and hit his head, man. Something.
Let you slide? When in the world have we ever let anybody slide?
He completely forgot who he has on the channel tonight, doesn't he?
I think so.
Golly.
That'll be my first ever Still Austin.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
Mine
nice.
too. Yeah, mine too.
I was pleasantly surprised because normally I'm not a big fan of Texas whiskey, but you would never guess this was Texas whiskey in a blind.
Absolutely.
I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you about this a little later, but I'm kind of happy the way the Foregate thing turned out. I'm happy. I'm happier to get a Nashville.
I am too, to be honest with you. There's a couple people that aren't happy about it, but it is what it is. I think it's and at the end of the day, this avenue is going to give us 13,000 more for charity. So
there you go.
I don't know how you can argue or be upset about that.
No, sir.
Yeah.
And I promise, in a blind, at least from what we've heard from Nashville Barrel Company, the barrels that they're letting us choose from that are all in Kelvin Cooperage, they're all. I don't know that it's going to be much different than what you would have tasted on the Foregate.
Well, I checked flights just in case you guys pick me, so we'll see.
I need to do that. I need to do that drawing this week to see who can come on the pick, but I think we got 4 or 5 we can select.
Nice.
I think it'll be an awesome pick. I'm positive of that. I mean, if it's anything like we've done at A1 with the Nashville Barrel Company picks, they're unbelievable.
Yeah. Cork pop.
I love their neck.
You like their neck?
You like their neck? I've had 2 different bottles, and it's wonderful.
Brad.
Nash cookie cake. Sorry.
Yeah.
There's an A in there.
Did Brad, when you were at Whiskey Fest, did you buy the Nashville barrel pick from A1, the Titan?
I did not.
Ooh.
No.
Oh.
Nope. Should have, but I did not.
Dang.
Oh, Taylor said his came in today. He's surprised it's out of Texas. Yeah, it does not have that Texas funk, man. That's why I'm so surprised after tasting. Nancy Fraley's behind Still Austin. She was behind that Jay Henry out of Wisconsin. That was day 4, and that bottle sucked, man.
Oh,
it was awful.
So bad. It was so crafty. I mean,
yeah. Yeah, Philip Travis said his first Still Austin as well. So glad he bought a backup. Man, I love hearing that. I like hearing that it's the first one you've had and that you loved it too, because our goal is to do some major legacy distillery picks every year, but then we also want to bring you guys some stuff you might not have tried. So doing Hard Truth and Still Austin, and I don't know that I announced it, but Middle West, our dark pumpernickel rye. That comes in middle of this month. We got confirmation. So that's going to be going out to you guys in January.
Narav got it dialed in now.
Nice.
Yep, you got it dialed in. So nice. Yep. Yeah, Taylor said it kills Garrison. I've only had 1 bottle of Garrison Brothers, and it was like cinnamon 2x4s. I hated it.
It was, same. I had what was the one that had the metal around the neck, the real high dollar, whatever. That was the Garrison one I had. Derek from Power Bourbon sent us some samples, and my God, for $225 or something, it was horrible.
Yeah. You know, as you're talking about Garrisons, because they do that Bamora or whatever it is.
That's the one, I think.
No, that's the one.
I think so.
I don't know, just because we're talking about that, because I've heard that has a lot of chocolate notes. This Still Austin just tasted like chocolate to me, and
Get it?
I've never picked that up before. Terry says he agrees. Not a fan of Garrison Brothers. Yeah, I don't know what the hype is, man. A cool bottle can only go so far.
Yeah, my only time I've had some of their stuff was I was at a bourbon bar in Lexington, Kentucky, and talking bourbon with the bartender, and they had a lot of different cool pours and stuff. And all of a sudden, he hands me one, and he said, "The gentleman to your left wanted you to try some of their whiskey," and it was actually the master distiller and two of the other people from the Garrison Brothers. I wasn't crazy about the pour, but they were super nice people, though. They really were. They were super nice folks.
Awesome.
But
They were super nice when he said, "This shit is garbage."
I did not say that. And it wasn't garbage, but it wasn't my jam.
I'll never forget when Ben sent me the first bottle anyone on the channel sent me, and it was out of Texas. I can't remember the name of it.
Iron Root? No,
it wasn't Iron Root. It was oh crap. I've got it back there. Anyway, it was the first bottle I received. He sent it to me for my birthday of all things, and then I reviewed it, and I had to be honest and say it sucked shit.
Was it like Balcones or something?
No, it was it wasn't Balcones. Hold on, I'll grab it.
He still got it. I mean, just drain pour it.
Oh, it's a drain pour. It's a drain pour.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Treaty Oak.
Oh.
Yeah, see, he even put birthday on it. And I mean, this bottle, you can tell how much I love it. It's still full after 5 years of the channel. And I'm like, well, if they don't think I'll tell them what I really feel now, they won't ever believe me. Yeah, look how full that thing is.
That's hilarious.
I've had this for so long, and I've had it on a couple live streams, and it's got marginally better, but it still sucks shit. It's awful.
I love how it still has space on your shelf. Like it takes up space on your shelf. Come on.
Yeah, I'm never taking it down. It's special. Even should I drain pour this or happen to finish it, I'll never finish it. By the way, it's gonna go on my empty barrel over there. So.
Actually, every time Ben visits, you should give him a pour.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I should make him drink that shit every time he comes to visit.
Exactly.
Oh no, you're not drinking the Pappy tonight. You're drinking this.
That's right.
Yeah, that's a good plan. I like that plan.
Yeah. Speaking of drain pour, I don't know if you guys saw when I was there on Friday and I cracked that E.H. Taylor single barrel.
That was crazy. Did you guys watch? You guys didn't see the live, did you?
Did you see us when we drank that, Mike?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We looked at each other, and I was seriously, I had like fear in the back of my head going, this is a drain pour. This is terrible.
Wow.
I don't buy single barrel E.H. Taylors because honestly, and maybe it's just my luck. Only 1 in 5 I've ever had are decent.
But
when they are good, they're fantastic.
I had one that was fantastic, and I just got lucky, I guess. Huh.
The more we drank it, though, it just was so like crazy. As a matter of fact, I poured a little of it tonight. It just was so crazy off profile, and it
started tasting like an old 1970s Beam.
Yep.
With just more weight, and we went from hating it to wanting to drain pour it to thinking it was a bad bottle, to absolutely loving it.
We were just like, this is the craziest ride of any pour I think I've had in the last 4 years.
I
Once
guess
we
I missed
figured
the part
out,
where you started loving it.
well, yeah, once we figured out it tasted like a old Dusty, we're
Oh,
like,
then we couldn't get enough of it.
we were all in. We got to get you guys a sample of it
Yeah,
for
for
a live
sure.
stream. We need to do it on live stream though.
Yeah,
It
That's
got
funny.
good on about the after the blood alcohol level was at a 2.0 or so. It started getting good.
no,
That's
comment.
fair.
No comment.
That actually may be more fair than I think. It's accurate.
But that Four Roses Limited didn't suck, did it?
No, that did not suck at all. That was fantastic.
Those are good.
By the way, I'm looking at yours right there. I'm scared to ship it, Brad. I'm like scared to put that thing in the mail.
I understand. I totally do. And I have no problem waiting until I see you again and
right.
we just exchange it by hand. I have no problem with that.
Yep, because it's sitting there. I have what I call my Advent tree. So the very first Advent calendar that Lance did, I mean, Renee went over the top. They got these little bags and they put these cool little wooden numbers around the necks. And it was awesome. So I saved all the numbers and they're all on this little tree right here.
That's
all
awesome.
my Advent tree. And there's a bottle of that,
Cool.
there's a bottle of Stag, and a single roses or a Four Roses single barrel under the tree. So your bottle is right there, safekeeping.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yep.
I, like an idiot, sent all those tags back thinking we'll get it. Oh, man, maybe I'll help him out and he'll ship them back next year.
No.
They probably looked at it like, what is this shit? And threw it out.
Hell,
Yeah. Yeah, I
the
went.
samples I just got didn't even have numbers on them this year.
Yeah, no. I mean, it was chintzy this year. I was like, these fucking things. I'm on bottle 400 and something, filling it. My
They didn't even
fingers,
put-
I had blisters on my fingers for making sure all the caps were screwed on tight enough. Jesus.
He didn't
Christ.
even put packing in the box. It's like, fuck you.
Right. Yeah. I could shake the box. It sounded like jingle bells going on in there with all those bottles rattling around.
Hey, I'll let you know we didn't have one broke calendar this year.
That's amazing.
It was actually well packed. I'm just kidding you.
Last year we had 2. So this year I tried to do better.
Well, you know, what really matters is that last year mine wasn't broken.
That's right.
So that's really all that matters.
Jacob's in the house. He says, enjoying still Austin Barrel. That's what I'm drinking right now.
Cool.
Absolutely a banger. Awesome, man. What do you think of it, Ed? You like it?
Oh, dude. You know what it sort of reminds me of? Not as potent, but it's giving me Hard Truth chocolate malted rye vibes tonight.
Oh, I could see that.
It's
I could
giving-
definitely see that now that you
it's
say
giving
that.
me those vibes, and I'm
But way less potent on the espresso. Yeah.
just
Yeah, that's a good call out.
just hints of it as
Yeah.
I'm staring at one of the caramel malted rye.
Oh.
there.
But you know, when we picked this, Ed, because you helped up with this pick, you helped with
No
the Still Austin pick. I don't know that any of us said anything about chocolate.
No, it was
Butterscotch and
yes, butterscotch, a lot of caramel. There was even a little bit of tobacco in it. It was smoking. It was fabulous.
yeah.
I just know that number 4 of our samples, if the nose would have matched the palate, you all would have been drinking basically Brock's butterscotch candies. It was the most butterscotch, creamy, amazing nose. And then no shit, it tasted like fucking Scotch tape. It
Yeah.
tasted like Scotch tape.
It was weird, man. It's one of the best noses and worst palates I've ever tasted, which
Yeah.
I've never had something like that happen.
Yep.
That's rare.
Absolutely, Jacob.
Yeah, there are hints of espresso. Definitely chocolatey, butterscotch, a little tobacco in there.
If anyone is in Kentucky. I stopped by. I was there last month.
Mm.
Peerless has a double or single barrel that they picked. It's called Spice Sugarcane, and it is a Christmas pour.
Oh, cool.
It is so good.
That place is underrated.
100%.
Underrated.
Mike, I saw a double oak of the Peerless when I was in Panama City, Florida this week working.
Oh, really?
Yep.
We have a double oak Peerless that we should be getting it soon. Corky, the owner of Peerless, actually lives part-time in Sarasota.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So when I was up there, he was there, and I was talking to him, and he loves us Florida guys. So he hooked us up pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, we need to. Me, Ben, Ed, and Brad were talking about getting to Florida for a fishing trip, Mike.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do that for sure.
Yeah.
I only know like a handful of charter captains, so it'll be tough getting a charter.
I think between Ed and Brad, we got to hook up.
I got us hooked up.
Ed's got us hooked up.
He's gonna fly fish a tuna.
Yeah, he's diddled a few bungholes. We're good.
And there goes the chance.
Yeah, that's like he's the guy that the signs around Florida where they say no molesting the alligators.
Yeah.
Ed, get back over here.
Dobby likes the bunghole.
Yeah. What did it take? 51 minutes, Ed. 51.
51 minutes? All right.
Yep. That's pretty long for us.
I don't know though if we'll ever get off the fucking dock waiting for Ben to put product in his hair all morning.
That's true. That's true.
Or else cool down his oatmeal.
He'll be blowing on his oatmeal while we're still
waiting for product in his hair will have to dry and he'll be cooling his oatmeal and it'll be awesome.
We have to serve him cold cereal. That's it. That's all he gets.
I'm gonna serve him a shit sandwich. How's that?
Taylor said Peerless worth the $100 price tag. Yeah, I think so.
100%. Yeah, absolutely. I would say that there are Peerlesses out there that are way better than half the $100 stuff you're gonna buy out there.
They do. They're one of the few that do the sweet mash process as well. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Florida was good to me this week, Mike. I was down there at the right time. They dropped some stag this week when I was down there. So I never see that here in Alabama, and it's probably been almost 2 years since I've had a bottle. So and the owner was kind enough to allow me to buy two, and it was MSRP. Yeah.
Ed, Ed, are you more of a not to cut you off, Brad, but I'm curious if Ed's more of a diddler or a fiddler.
I'm a crab. I'm a fiddler.
I don't even know how to take that.
I don't know. That's all that came to my mind. I'm like, whatever. Nobody doesn't know.
Dobby diddles and fiddles.
Dobby diddles the fiddler.
that whole live stream, my favorite part was how much Brad was hitting on Ben.
Oh my god,
that was the best.
Oh my god,
I agree 100%, Mike. That was the best.
That was a lot of fun, man.
But I think we've done one thing tonight. Our next, if we do another barrel pick, our next sticker is Dobby the Diddler.
Yes.
I made the Power Bourbon pick, so I mean
that's right.
Yeah,
that's right. I put a Power of Bourbon, not to ruin it for you, but I put a Power of Bourbon pick in the Advent calendar this year.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
So. Nice.
Let's see. I'm looking at next week. There's some interesting stuff next week.
All right.
I would be. You guys might be able to bottle guess one of all the pours next week.
I will tell you that barrel bottle, it tasted so familiar.
Yeah.
When I was drinking that, I'm like, I know this, I know it. I don't know what it is, but I know it. And then when you said that, I'm like, nope, no way.
Never would have guessed it.
Never.
Yep. Yep. Well, guys, thanks for coming on tonight. I appreciate it, man. So next Thursday, we'll be doing the same thing. Next Thursday, Ed, you got to be on next Thursdays. I want all of you, but Ed especially if you can.
I should be all right.
All right,
I'll check.
All right, I got plans on Tuesday would have been out, but Thursday I think I'm pretty good. So
okay, what about you, Brad?
Should be able to do that. We're leaving town the next morning, but I don't need to sleep.
I'm really interested to get your guys' thoughts on day 14. So
cool.
That'll be fun. That'll be fun. All right, boys. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Appreciate it. Love you guys.
Good pour.
Love you guys.
Thanks again, Mike.
Good job, Mike. That was excellent.
Yeah, that was great stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. Great pour, bud.
Glad everyone enjoyed it.
Yes,
All right. Night, everybody.